Hello, welcome back to our podcast. My name is Jeremy White,
I'm Lisa.
and this is The Climb.
Thanks for joining us again.
Mm-hmm.
Or for those who are new, welcome.
Yep.
So today, we're going to talk about our traveling that we did in 2022,
Mm-hmm.
right? In the summer, and just kind of how we prepared for that. I think a lot of people are either scared to travel or think they're too busy or that
Most
it's
people
too
are too busy.
expensive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Busyness is a big thing.
Yeah.
So we're just going to kind of tell you how we did it and kind of the steps we took to make it happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Take it away, Jeremy.
Yeah, I'll try. In 2022, we're decided to travel, and for me, I love traveling a lot. A lot, and I travel a lot of different countries and some national parks, but this country, U.S., is a big country and a lot of places to see, and I want to see um, like more national parks. So I know we get married and we have three boys. The boys are with us,
All the time.
yeah, all the
Full
time,
time.
yeah. Um, but it's so how we do that? Like you have a family and
Job.
how do you do that?
And also, like growing up, I didn't travel. That was never a part of my life.
Mm,
I was always in one place. So for me to pack up, I'm not opposed to traveling, but I just didn't really see the need to or the want. I didn't really have that necessary desire to just pack everything up and go.
yeah,
And neither did the kids, but
yeah,
Jeremy talked us into it.
yeah. I did. Yeah, I definitely
Yeah.
want to see more national parks across the U.S. And I talk with Lisa and the boys, and like in like January, right? We talked
Yeah,
about
I
this.
think it was January.
And January, and like 5 months later, we start traveling,
Yep.
and it's a big deal, but it's a little nervous, but more exciting, and um, we have a good time.
Well, and I think to start, like how it came up was that, I don't know, we were living in the apartment
Oh yeah,
and
let's talk about that. Mm-hmm.
our goal was kind of live there for a year and then move because we were in a tiny 2-bedroom apartment. It was cramped, not the best apartment. It was
Yeah,
gross. Thankful for a roof over our heads,
thankful,
but
but
just not the place you want to end up long
yeah,
term.
yeah, and we realize they're new buyers, and they want to raise the rent
Yeah,
at our place,
almost
like
double.
yeah, a lot. So
Which
so
for that dive, no, not
yeah,
worth it.
so we're not living there with that huge increase of rent.
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking about maybe about traveling. We're so we decided to do that. In the summertime, with no boys have no school in summertime,
Yep.
so would they travel with us.
You
We
sat down and started talking about budget
yeah
and what it would look like for me to quit my job
yeah
so that we could travel because
yeah
um, I work at a screen printing company and I was doing some sales and I think graphic design at that time.
mm-hmm.
So it's kind of something I could do on the road, but I also knew that I didn't want to be tied down to that and that some places we weren't going to have cell service or
Yeah.
any type of Wi-Fi. So I just didn't want to have that on my conscious, I guess, having to try to work.
Yeah, for me, like, I'm technically disabled with my speaking. I can't really spell, like, it's horrible, and English is bad. And so my heart is pretty good now. But so I received some income, but not a lot, and so it kept like help us get by.
Mm-hmm.
So we tell our expenses, our income, and how much we want to save. And also with my heart stuff, I'm like I'm tied down in Spokane area, um, in Washington, so I can't leave outside around 2 hours outside the hospital.
And this was when you had your heart problems, though, not now.
Yeah, not now,
Yeah.
now, but Before that, I'm tied up in Spokane. I can't leave the hospital, or I
Mhm.
can, but within 2 hours.
Yeah.
And sometimes I leave, but I just not try to do that. I mean, close. If they call me, if it's hard for me, I want to be there. And but I felt like cooped up in Spokane.
Mhm.
I like this area, beautiful northwest, but I feel cooped up
Just
and
missing
like,
your travel
yeah,
and
like I now have a family now. I want to travel with my family, and
mhm.
it's not yeah,
Not
it's
just sit around. Well, and
yeah.
also we realized too, like, yes, we had everything here, like family, friends, our church, our life group, but we kind of actually left traveling. Like, we left on our adventures with the thought in mind that we might not come back, that we might move somewhere else,
Yeah.
which at that point sounded exciting to kind of not know. And
Mhm.
just knowing that we had the freedom to do that. You know, the kids' dad was in prison and is in prison for a very long time. So
Mhm.
there was no custody battle there. So we
Yeah.
had nothing really tying us down other than just our roots here, kind of.
Yeah. So
So yeah, you made a budget and a plan, and
yeah, and so um, we decided to go traveling like 5 months before that, and it's better to travel. I think decide sooner or later, or sooner than you plan to.
mhm.
But we after that we saved, and also with our tax return, we used some money to buy some stuff
Oh yeah.
for traveling, and we bought a travel trailer,
Mhm.
and so I have my truck too.
You
So
had
we're
bought your truck first, like a year prior, I think
yeah.
right after we got married or something.
Hmm.
And so luckily you had that. And then we decided, well, you had the old trailer at your parents' house
Yeah.
from like the 70s. And
Yeah.
we debated taking that, fixing it up. And we're like, no, it's going to be too much work.
Yeah.
So
Across
we
the
went,
country.
that
No,
won't be a
I'm
fun
not
trip.
comfortable with that.
And
But
then, because we were trying to do it like as frugal as we can.
yeah.
Then we went to a RV show out here in the area
Hmm.
and found one that we really liked and figured out what his truck could tow. And
Hmm.
plus, if we're traveling cross country, we need something that's small. So yeah, that's why we did the
Yeah.
travel trailer.
Small, but it works for us,
Hmm.
and we can fit in there.
Yeah, all
Um,
five of us.
yeah. So we planned, we saved, we put envelopes aside,
Hmm.
and have some funds for saving, and we every month, or maybe every two weeks, we put money aside in them
Yep. For
for travel.
souvenirs or
Also,
just
I'm
spending.
gonna have a savings before this, and I use that some of that too.
Hmm.
So we're planning to do that, and we saved, and we bought some every month. We bought some stuff for traveling or camping,
Yeah, little by little, we'd start buying stuff for the camper. Like, okay, what do we need? We bought,
like emergency stuff too.
yeah,
Yeah,
the necessary stuff we needed,
yeah,
and
camp chairs. Yeah.
oh yeah,
Hmm.
and we took all our bikes and stuff, but we bought all the things you need, like just supplies, like bath stuff that we needed or
Yeah.
storage. And yeah, that was the other thing, was putting all of our stuff in storage in the apartment.
Hmm.
So
Oh yeah, we found a storage container.
yeah, we
Mhm.
found an storage unit, whatever. That was 10 by 10. It was a small one,
Like $90 a month.
$90 a
Yeah.
month. And we were able to fit everything from our apartment in there.
Yeah.
But we also, there was a small apartment. We didn't
Yeah.
have a ton. Um, and we took my SUV and my parents drove it down and kept it at their house.
Hmm.
And some stuff were in there, like our TVs and other things. So
Hmm.
yeah, some stuff at my parents', but not a lot. Yeah, tried to eliminate bills. So
Yeah.
what did we eliminate bill wise?
Um,
Our rent.
Got the big one, the rent. It's
Mhm.
like without rent, it's a lot of money to put gas or food.
Yeah.
We're not paying rent. So
We didn't pay for internet anymore, so we canceled. We have our
yeah,
electric bill,
yep,
that
yeah,
rent, um, well, and then insurance for 2 cars.
mhm,
So we put my car in storage, and so I think we just paid like a small fee for that
mhm,
to kind of take it off the insurance. And
yeah,
then, gosh, the bills that we had were gas, groceries,
grocery store, yeah,
our cell phones,
mhm,
and um, insurance.
yeah, yeah. We're
But
so for meals, we're not we're we're pretty frugal with meals. Um, we're not go out to eat. If you do that, you spend a lot of money
well, especially
quickly.
for 5 people and
Yeah, 5 people.
3 boys who could eat an
Yeah,
adult-sized meal.
yeah,
And yeah, so we shopped smart. We just shopped cheap. So
hmm,
every week or so, I think that's about kind of what our fridge in our trailer could hold,
yeah,
was like a week's worth of food.
yeah,
So we'd go to Walmart and stock up,
hmm,
and we'd kind of plan our meals. Like we didn't just have a bunch of random food. We made sure we had enough for every meal,
hmm.
snacks, and
Or sometimes we take sandwiches on some hikes, and
yeah,
for lunch we'll make sandwiches that morning or the night before.
or pull over on the side of the road and
Yeah,
eat lunch while you gassed up.
yeah, we do that before. Yep.
So
Sometimes.
yeah, there
Mhm.
are cheap ways to do it or inexpensive ways to do it. It just takes planning, sticking to your budget, and
Yeah.
not spending carelessly. And also, we told the boys, save up your money throughout the year. They saved up
Oh
birthday
yeah.
money, Christmas
Hmm,
money,
hmm,
that we put in our envelopes for their souvenirs that they wanted.
hmm.
And every time we went someplace, the souvenirs that we bought were more like stickers, postcards, well, sometimes some shirts,
Yeah.
but little things.
Hmm.
But we always got something every place we went. And the boys knew, you know, what their expectations were. Like, we're not going to go eat dinner every night out at a restaurant. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And that's after we found out um things to use for free or
Mm-hmm.
cheap, um, like camping, like parking, camping overnight in Cabela's or Walmart, some truck stops. It's like free overnight camping
Mm-hmm.
with a trailer, and we look up before we go. So this place we can go there or we camp overnight if we need to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we book some campsites, um, but we're most time we try to find places to park for free overnight
Yep.
and with a trailer. It's nice we have a hookups, but most time we don't.
Yeah.
um,
So we were prepared for that. Sometimes we had to, you know, Google where the next gas station was that had water to fill up our
yeah,
camper,
hmm,
so that we would have water um,
yeah.
for like a couple days.
We could take a shower in the camper too.
Mm-hmm.
Is set up for that. But we use lakes and rivers a lot to
Yeah.
shower up.
Wash our dishes and
Yep,
our hair and stuff. And
yeah. So
you
it's a
just,
little roughing it, but sometimes, but
but it was
it's
fun, and
yeah,
it's an experience, and you get
yeah,
used to living and just being thankful for what you have. It's definitely a
yeah,
big experience that comes out of that.
yeah.
But so yeah, you kind of road mapped our way, kind of the places we were going to hit,
Hmm.
visited some family on the way. That was part of it. Um, but yeah, so I quit my job, and so January we decided to do this, and in June, after the boys got out of school, like that next day,
Yeah.
we came and packed the camper up,
Hmm.
turned our keys into the apartment. Man, we were up late that night,
Yeah.
and we slept in our apartment parking lot
In the camper.
in the camper because we were heading out that next morning.
Yeah. Hmm.
That was funny.
Yeah.
And were the boys excited? Not really.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of,
Well, they
but
never do it before. Well, some parks they visit or travel, but
well,
not
and they're
too
really
much.
close to like my parents.
Yeah.
And so I think they're thinking about missing their friends, their grandparents,
Mhm.
being away from everybody. But
Yeah.
we had an open door. We just didn't know what we were going to do. So, but as we went along, I think they really liked it,
Yeah.
as they always do with everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yep, by June, we had our travel trailer. And like Jeremy said, every month we'd kind of find something that we needed. Like, I don't know, I think you went and bought a drill. I don't know if you had one already.
Yeah. Some tools and like emergency stuff.
Oh, yeah, we found out you needed the brake. What was it called?
brake
In your
controller.
truck.
Oh yeah. It's more expensive, but it's another expense. But we
Yeah,
got
another
that, and
expense.
um,
Learning how to use an RV.
yeah,
So
first time we got Louis' RV
we
just for us.
bought it, and then we had to go back and do like the inspection and the walkthrough.
Hmm.
And they showed us how to do everything, how the fridge ran, and
Hmm.
the water tank, the heater, everything. And
Hmm.
we had a manual, of course, too. So after we got it, I think there were a couple times on our trips we were like, wait, how do we turn this on? Or like,
Yeah.
it's a learning experience,
Yeah.
but it was fun.
Yeah.
We didn't have any real problems other than that generator
Uh.
pooping out on us
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
the trailer itself.
We bought a generator to
Mhm.
power. With some spaces we camp at, no hookups, no power. So we start our generator to produce power and plug into that to have lights and
Mhm.
some use a AC and sometimes a TV. Yeah, but one time in down south in like
It
Louisiana,
is Louisiana.
it's like too hot. It's too so humid, and we try to run the generator. It's quick.
Turn the AC on, and then all of a sudden the AC shut off in our trailer. And we're like, oh
Yeah,
no,
I try again. Same thing.
it wouldn't start.
It's
And I
like
was like,
really
Jeremy, there's no
frustrating.
way we can stay here tonight.
Yep.
It was that hot and humid.
Yeah. Humidity is
Like
hot, but
hard to
it's
breathe.
humid. Yeah.
And we were all just dripping sweat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think we had our trailer.
Yeah,
had, like, water in the trailer.
we got a hotel that night.
Yeah, we did. And that was the one and only time. Yeah, we talked to you guys about budget, kind of how we did that, the expenses that we got rid of, and the ones we had were very minimal.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we started with a plan, and we worked on that plan every month, saved up. We were diligent.
Yeah.
And every month, I think we got our storage unit. We didn't want to pay for it if we weren't using it. So I think like a month before we moved,
Mm-hmm.
we got the storage unit, started loading things up every day after work
Mm-hmm.
until we were just down to the necessities that we were going to be packing in the trailer.
Yeah, and also we researched how to say like for how to use a RV and how to stay for free, and we found out every time we go to national parks,
Yeah.
you pay the entrance fee, but we found out I guess retired people or with people with disability for me and also our son Isaiah his he has a prosthetic leg.
Yep.
So he's technically disabled too. We found out they have a pass for that, and so we got one. And we go there for free every time we go there. National park.
Well, the national parks, the campgrounds though, with the access pass, it was half off, like 50% off every fee.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another way we were able to save money. And yeah, like you said, all national parks, free entrance for anyone.
Yeah, it's
disabled. So, I mean, that would have cost us, I don't know how much it would cost.
We go like around 10 national parks throughout the year.
Mm-hmm.
Every time park has a fee.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So that was really handy.
We tried to find some place to save up and save some money, and we did. So we'll try to use them often, and we did.
And so when we started this, do you remember if anyone was like I mean, I think people were shocked because we had been planning it, but we didn't really announce it until like a month before we left.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I think we had told family long before then.
Mm-hmm.
I think most of them were excited for us.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone, at least
No,
to our face, was negative.
yeah,
There
no,
might have been
no
some
haters.
naysayers
Yeah.
behind the scenes, but
Yeah.
that doesn't bother me though.
Yeah.
I'm just like, well, we're doing it, so.
Some people they like look critical.
Mhm.
Like it's well, think about this, well, think about that, and well, we are,
Yeah.
and um,
Like if anyone's researched this a lot, it's been us.
yeah, yeah,
Probably any possible outcome.
um,
But
yeah,
also we knew that there were things that were going to come up that we'd have to figure out at that time.
yeah, but
I
yeah,
think most people, if they could, would travel
yeah,
if they felt like they could. And even like, it's not something you have to pack up your whole life and do like for a whole year. I mean, it could be something you do for a summer, like
mm-hmm,
what we did.
mm-hmm,
We ended up coming back to the area, but
mm-hmm,
I think it's doable. I mean, other people, though, they have mortgages. We didn't have a mortgage. We didn't have multiple car payments. We don't have a lot of the major expenses that I think a lot of people do.
yeah. If some people they have that, but if you want to travel,
Mm-hmm.
you make a plan and you you tell yourself or make a plan how much you need to travel for this amount of time, maybe 1 month or
Yeah,
2 weeks.
read a lot of articles and blogs and YouTube videos on people that did that and how they traveled. I remember
Yeah,
that now.
yeah. So
Ways to save.
yeah, they make a plan and they know how much the money they will save up to make their plan work. If you're planning to do that, you're planning before that, and little things will add up. And when the times comes to travel, you're ready.
Mm-hmm.
It's you're prepared for this, and you have money saved up, and let's you can go. So
I think a lot of people, mostly it's in their head where they think, oh, it's too expensive. There's no way I could afford that.
mhm.
And I mean, we are not wealthy. We
No,
don't come from wealthy families.
no,
Very, I don't know what you call it, just comfortable. Like,
yeah, that's it. Yeah,
and
good family, but yeah,
yeah.
Mhm.
So it's not like we just have money all over the place to go and do that. It took
Yeah.
a lot of planning and saving and being diligent about it. Oh, that's the other thing we did. We haven't really ever been big on eating out or doing like spending money like crazy or anything. But we made a plan that since January, I don't think we ate out once. Do you
Mm.
remember that? We said we're not anything that we
Oh,
make,
yeah.
we are saving.
Like,
So we
yeah.
stopped doing, I don't know, just certain things that
Mhm.
might go out and grab a bite or something and just stop doing that.
Yep.
So,
You want to talk places we go a little bit?
yeah. So Jeremy kind of made the plan, the map.
Oh yeah, I bought a journal, and so every so often I write in there. My journal is, but I have it a long time, like since like 2012. It's an old one. So I write down some places we go to on that trip.
Yeah, I let you kind of have the reins of where we wanted to go because you knew we didn't want to go down the West Coast because we had already been to like Oregon, California.
Mm-hmm.
Like we wanted to go places that I've never been, the kids have never been. And
I've been about the coast, Pacific coast too,
yeah,
and you too. But we go more inland.
yeah.
I want to also we want to see more national parks,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, you can help me if I stumble with my words.
Yeah.
So help me. So we go on the June 10th.
Yep.
2022. We head out, and my truck and trailer. We go to Montana first. We're going south from there, and we found a little hot springs and a little like camping resort,
Hmm.
and we pull up in there and we camp like 2 nights there. Great time. We're warm water.
It was
Um,
probably like a
First night on the trail, that place.
yeah. I think it was. I don't know. Our goal is kind of to drive at least 8 hours every day,
Mhm.
and I think the mountains were longer than that. It was a 2 hour drive from where we stayed, but yeah, we got to that hot spring for our first night, and it was our anniversary 2 days later.
Yeah,
So it's like let's camp here, and that was so fun.
yeah, it was.
Nice hot spring,
Yeah,
really well kept grounds.
yeah,
Boys loved it,
yeah,
except it rained all
yeah,
day on our
yeah,
anniversary, and we
yeah,
were just in the trailer. But we had hookups, so we watched TV and
yeah,
played games.
yeah. That when you go back there again,
I know
yeah,
that'd be fun.
um, yeah. So we after that we go to the Sawtooth Mountains in Idaho. I hear about them a lot, and I went never been there before, and but that time we go, and
Hmm.
they're beautiful. It's like they call it Sawtooth Mountains, and it looks like that sawtooth.
Hmm.
And
Really pretty.
yeah, we spent night there.
It looks like rolling hills. Remember we drove up that one road, and it's just like all these plains,
Yeah,
and it looks like out of nowhere, just these mountains just come up.
yeah,
It's so pretty.
yeah. Love that place.
Mhm.
After that, we go to the craters of the moon in Idaho. It's like I guess yeah,
National
national
monument.
monument. Yeah. I just found out they have that
Yeah,
here.
I'd never
It's
heard about it.
but we drive there and we see it. Maybe we'll stop there. We did. It's pretty cool. It's all lava flows
Yeah.
in Idaho.
And what's cool about our trip too is we had places we wanted to go.
Oh yeah, we make a plan before. You
Yeah.
want to tell that where we're trying to make a plan where to go, how much nights we stay
Oh
there.
yeah.
You know,
And I think we stuck to it for the most part, but also a lot varied on that. Like we weren't set in stone, like we're gonna stay here exactly 2 nights and then go.
yeah, it's not,
Um
yeah,
and same like that, Critters of the Moon, that wasn't on our list because we didn't know about it. We're just driving by and we saw it. Like, why not? Why don't we pull over?
yeah. Also,
So it was kind of nice.
I bought a national park a book, and we read through it, and it's for all national parks in U.S. And we found a good place to go, and we marked that spot. All right, we're going here
Hmm.
on the way, and we found out a lot of national parks.
Oh, was that little yellow paperback book?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, I remember that.
So
That was handy.
yeah,
Hmm.
and after that we stopped by Great Salt Lake in Utah. The boys never been there before. I have.
I
Maybe.
haven't.
Oh yeah. It's we camped there. It's huge lake. Really salty.
That
You can
campground. Mm.
a lot of bugs. Yeah.
No. It was called Antelope Canyon. Or no, well, Antelope Island.
Yeah.
And we get there. It was the weirdest campground I've ever been to because it was it was hot. It was super windy, but it was hot.
Mhm.
And it was just like a hill with all these cement pads for campers. No trees. No one tree on that hill.
Yeah. Well, it's like a desert
I
down
know, it
there.
just
It's
was weird looking. I don't
yeah.
know. I did not like that
Yeah.
one.
In Northwest, we're used to trees.
Everywhere
Yeah,
trees and
everywhere.
mountains.
A lot of evergreen
And I know
trees.
it's not like that all across the country, but
Yeah, but we're used to it. But it's no like down Utah. Where's no trees?
yeah.
It's pretty bare.
But the worst thing was the biting gnats, whatever they had.
Yeah,
A lot of people there were wearing like mosquito nets over their entire body, and we're like,
yeah,
I think we probably need those. And the boys and me got bit. Do you remember that? All over our
yeah,
backs, really bad.
yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
continue.
And after that we go to the southeast of Utah. We go to by we camp in Moab. So we see like national parks there, like arches there, Grand. I would say
Arches, Capitol Reef.
Yeah,
What was the other one?
Canyonlands. Yeah, I
Canyonlands.
really like that one.
Yeah.
And but there are
Zion.
more national parks or places to go there. We go there. We go to some, but we miss a lot of places.
Capitol
But
Reef we didn't. We just drove through.
yeah, we drive through it. A lot of that area is huge with
Yeah.
its attractions.
A lot of walking, but that was really fun too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
I like your Route 66 drawing.
yeah, that's my journal with me. I read in my
Never hear
journal
that.
like, what we go to next. Yeah, we go to Capitol Reef, and we swim. We camp by the Colorado River, and with the boys and me. Oh yeah, it'll like with the sandstone in Utah, a lot of sandstone in there. We camp in Canyon by the Colorado River. It's pretty simple campground for free.
Really pretty.
Yeah, and
Maybe $10 if that.
yeah, we spent $10 a night there, and pretty close to other national parks.
We walked around downtown Moab one day, and that was really pretty. Really fun little town.
Yeah, and you want to tell them what happened to Isaiah?
Yeah, I'll try to tell it real quick.
That campground happened.
Yeah. Yeah, we were asleep. We had went to bed, and it was probably like 2 a.m. I woke up, I think, to go to the bathroom, and our windows were open in the camper, and I heard screaming, like bloody murder scream. A woman was screaming, and I could hear her say, "I just want to go home. I want to go home." And I'm freaked out because I knew that there were 2 groups camping beside us, and they were both in tents.
Mm-hmm.
And my thought was, oh my gosh, someone's being attacked by an animal. Like, it was that kind of a scream. It's pitch black out.
Mm-hmm.
And I opened up my window and our blinds, and I'm looking out, and I don't see anything, but I can hear it. And I woke Jeremy. I was like, do you hear that? And you're like, no. I said, this woman is out there screaming her head off. And I go, I'm scared to go outside, but I feel like she needs help. And then pretty soon you heard the screaming too.
Yeah.
Just this awful scream that for a good, I want to say the rest of our trip, that was like in my head. I could not get that out. And so what?
But yeah, little later on that night,
you ended up getting up. You told me to go back to sleep, and you said something like maybe the people were just drunk, they're just goofing off or something. I was like, I can't go back to sleep. Something's not right. And then you get up, you're at the sink, and then all of a sudden we hear like a knock at the door, and we just froze.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God. And
I answer,
who is it?
Who's it? Who's it?
Who's there?
Yeah.
And then we hear, it's me, Isaiah. And I'm like, my middle son, who is this 12.
Oh, yeah.
No, he's 13 now. So he was like 11.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? And I open our camper door. He's sitting there on his knees on the little steps. I pick him up. I close the door. And at this point, I'm so confused because he was sleeping. So we have our bed, and between our bed and the kitchen, the dining set, is a curtain that we had closed. Well, that dining set folds down into a bed, and that's where Isaiah was sleeping. So one, I'm confused why he's outside, how he's locked out of the camper. I think, I got up and locked the door. I got up and locked it because I was scared. I'm like, this door's not locked. Yeah, I was just confused. I sit him on the bed, and I was like, what are you doing? He goes, I don't know. And I said, did you hear someone screaming out there? This woman screaming. He goes, yeah, Mom. He's like, that was me. And I started crying, and I just held him. I said, what happened? So apparently he was sleepwalking. He got out of our camper.
Well, he has one leg.
Yeah, so he has a prosthetic leg.
Yeah.
So he obviously does not wear the leg to bed. So he's barefoot.
Yeah.
He's crawling around outside of our camper, somehow got outside. We did not even hear that door open.
Yeah, no.
It is a very tiny trailer. And I'm a light sleeper. I don't even know how I didn't hear it. He was wandering around outside in the dark, and then I think kind of came to and realized I'm outside and I don't know where I'm at, and was freaking out.
Yeah.
Ends up finding his way back. And like, that was totally God watching over him.
Yeah.
Because right behind our camper was a big cliff too.
Yeah, the river right there.
The river's down there, but there's a little trail you can get down there. He wouldn't have seen that in the dark. So
Yeah.
then I found out what happened with that. It's because I had given him a little bit of Benadryl that night to help sleep he and the boys, like half a pill of it. And I think that's what did it. Just knocked him out of his right mind.
Yeah, it's
so
crazy.
Scary.
Yeah.
So that was our one major scare that time. That poor kid, out there crawling around on his legs in the dirt.
The dirt.
I think he's scooting on his butt.
Yeah.
Because usually how he gets around is he will hop on one foot, around the house.
Or walk on his knees.
Yeah, or walk on his knees, but oh man.
Yeah.
But he's alive and well.
Yeah.
And the next day was Father's Day.
Oh yeah.
I tried to have a good day. I was thankful my child was alive, and I did not leave his side the rest of that night. I slept with him on that bed and held him. Anyway.
Yeah, a good time, but a little scary movie memory there. But so after leave that place, we go to more west. We see Bryce Canyon, and
that was our favorite.
Yeah, for me too. We see it, and also we see Zion National Park.
Grand
so
Canyon.
It's like I love that. I love that right out in Utah parks over there. It's beautiful. We go to Grand Canyon, Winslow, Arizona. We see a petrified forest in New Mexico.
I think that was New Mexico.
Yeah. We see Arizona. We see a Monument Valley. Yeah, it's like a. See what are older or now too. What Western movies, the cliffs, and some movies are filmed right there. It's like beautiful. It's like all the West seeing, and it's you see it. We're there. It's so beautiful.
That was fun.
Yeah.
That was a spur of the moment. Like you turned around and literally drove
we did,
back to the Utah-Arizona border. I was kind of upset that day. So I was like, "Oh my gosh, no, we have to go back."
Yeah, but we're there. I want to see it, and we did. But it's And in Mexico, we see White Sands National Park, in New Mexico.
That's probably one of my favorites.
It's this whole park is just sand. It's like quartz sand.
White sand.
Yeah.
You can't see anything if you don't have sunglasses on.
Yeah.
And Ezekiel hid my sunglasses. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we parked the truck, got out, and I'm like, where are my sunglasses? Like, they're right up here in the case, and they're not. And we walk out on the little boardwalk. We get back in the truck, and I'm like looking down the whole time because I cannot see anything. It's so bright. And we get in the truck, and Ezekiel's like, hands me my sunglasses. That turd had them hidden in the back seat.
Yeah.
And then we went back out and went sledding in the sand.
Yeah, some people give their they bought some sleds and they're leaving, so they give the sleds to us.
Yeah,
and
it's kind of hard to go down, but
but we try to use sled on the sand dunes. But it's so hot there. Oh, hot.
So hot, and they had those weird picnic table areas with these metal arced things for shade.
Yeah. Yeah, we need shade.
It's like this isn't working.
Yeah. We see Carlsbad Caverns.
Carlsbad.
Yeah, in New Mexico. It's a huge cave. It's huge.
That was really neat. That was cool because it was just a self-guided tour. You just went at your own pace. Really fun.
Yeah. So after that, we go to Texas. Texas to visit her sister, her
Yeah, my
family.
sister had just moved down there 4 or 5 months prior. March, actually 3. So yeah, we went and saw their new house, and that was really fun, and stayed with them over the 4th of July.
Her sister's family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ate some good Texas barbecue that Nick
Yeah.
made.
Yeah. Yeah.
So good. And went swimming there too.
Mhm.
Like
Pool.
Nick's parents' house and his sister's house both had pools. It was really fun for the cousins to get together.
Yeah.
And by the way, Amber, if you're listening to this, you guys should move back.
Yeah. Well, after spend time there, we spent a little more time there, visit with her sister and her family. Spend more time there. But after that, we go more east. We see New Orleans.
Yeah, we walked around downtown.
Yeah.
Had beignets and what else? I remember what we got.
We camped in the campsite in New Orleans, but it's a swamp. It's like it's a good campsite, but it's the swamp area.
Was that the one where we saw the armadillos?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was interesting. What an ugly creature.
Yeah.
I've never seen an armadillo, and
Yeah.
Ezekiel was like chasing him, and I think he touched one of them.
Yeah.
And it flipped over backwards. Yeah. That was fun for the boys, seeing a lot of creatures that we don't have over here.
Yeah, different wildlife. We see
tarantulas
in New Mexico.
He chased me with one of those too. Yeah, on a stick.
In New Orleans, we see alligators.
Mm-hmm. That was cool.
Yeah,
that was really
pretty
neat.
cool. And after that, we go to Florida. We spent time by Pensacola to the beach there.
That was so fun.
It's beautiful there. The beautiful beach, Pensacola Beach.
We were there for like 5 hours.
Yeah,
and just swam,
playing the waves.
Loved it.
Yeah.
So much that we kind of even made a plan to go move to Florida.
Yeah.
That was kind of our. I'm glad we didn't.
Yeah. We have a good time there.
Visited your brother. Did you already say that?
Yeah. No, my brother and his family live in Florida too. So on the east side of Florida by Jacksonville, or south of Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
And after Pensacola, we go over there and visit them. See my nieces and nephew, and I love my family, and we get time with them. We my sister-in-law, she grew up in Florida, so she tried to guide us to go see this place and show you. Yeah.
And they were in Florida, and then they moved back up here for like a little less than a year. So we had just seen them too, and then they moved down to Florida. So it's kind of fun just to go visit family again.
Yeah, good time with them. And yeah, I remember time in Florida on the we spent a lot of hours just playing in the waves. It's like every wave again. It's pretty fun. Like
I was a little nervous for the kids. Like, hey, just be careful and stay where I can see you, because that coastline, it's so long.
But just we're playing in the waves, and you can wave surf too. But after that, we're exhausted, but so much fun.
The campgrounds. I mean, the campground we were staying at down there was pretty humid too.
Yeah,
it was nice. Mm-hmm. You just couldn't go outside. It was.
Yeah, in Florida in summertime, it's
you shower and you step outside and you're like
humid,
drenched.
Yeah,
and that was kind of one of the things that we were like looking at places to live down there, and I was looking for jobs.
Yeah.
But and then one day, I don't know, I was just praying about it, and I just really felt like, what are we leaving? Like, why would we move? And what are we leaving if we do move? We'd be leaving everything for nothing just because. And it just didn't seem. I mean, some people do that, but I don't know. My boys they love their school. They love their cousins or grandparents. Like, everything is here. Our church, we'd have to just kind of start all that over. And I don't know, the more I prayed, the more I felt like we need to be here. And we can do
Yeah.
another podcast on that, like God answering our prayers.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of cool stuff that happened after that.
Yeah.
So where did we ended up back at the river in Coeur d'Alene.
Yeah, from Florida, we drive back, and we spend like 1 week in the Coeur d'Alene River in Coeur d'Alene.
There's no cell service.
Yeah, the little canyon in the wilderness. It's beautiful.
It's kind
It's
of
like
our
a
little
wilderness, but
go-to
it's
place.
in the country.
It's about an hour drive from the city, the town of Coeur d'Alene.
Yeah.
Out in the middle of nowhere, and it's just
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just hang out like for 1 week. Just hang out.
That was like the best week.
Yeah, we go fishing. I think we go fishing there, or maybe not.
Maybe.
Or we explore some area. Would drive, but yeah, good, relaxing, good end of that summer.
So in that time, we were trying to figure out, like, okay, we are going to stay here. Where are we going to live? Because now we didn't have a house. We had the trailer, no place to go. So we stayed at the river for a week. And we were actually going to get this RV park, or stay at this RV park, but they were full.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time we got cell service to get back to them, it was booked. So
yeah,
we found another place in Coeur d'Alene and stayed there for 6 weeks.
Yeah, 6 weeks. Oh, wow. Yeah. That's a long time. Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that long, but that was also just another fun season. Like, the boys started school, so we were driving about 20 minutes to take them all to school because they couldn't take the bus because they were in a different town.
Mm-hmm.
But that was just a nice campground. We were like in town, close to Costco and like everything.
Yeah. Also, we go to Coeur d'Alene Fair. We can walk to there.
Yeah, walk right to the fair.
Yeah.
Walk to Costco.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
But everything was right there, but you felt like you were in a forest because it was just like tall trees and campers everywhere. Mm-hmm. You couldn't really see outside of the campground.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Really nice. They had bathrooms there and full hookups, so we were set for that. And then during that time, we
were looking for a place to live, like a apartment or a house, and we found a house, and
I got my job back.
Yeah, they're these are good bosses, and
I was like, hey, do you need anybody? And actually, one person was leaving, so I took her spot.
Yeah, so
that worked out.
Yeah, I'm thankful God work out for us.
In the house situation too.
Yeah,
a total other blessing.
Yeah, so we're glad we're living in this house. We're more thankful everything we get and we have. We're trying to be always thankful, and I know that you know that too.
It really makes you appreciate the little things. Like since we've been back here in this house, and I tell you this all the time, but every day I thank God for this house, for where we're at and our health and all the things. You get to living in that little trailer with 5 people.
Yeah.
And you're living on, like, the clothes are what you have on your back and what you can fit in the storage bins.
Yeah.
And that's it. And you don't have a lot of things, and you're outside more and you're playing and appreciating just the little things in life. Like, I don't have internet, or I don't have cable.
Yeah.
And you don't need it. And I realize.
Or no cell service too.
Yeah. Like, you are just fine. I think more people like that. They like to unplug, since it's just such a world that we live in. Or all that is prominent. So basically, I think if you want to travel, make a plan, save money. Anyone can do it. I think if you make excuses, that's how you're going to live. You're going to have excuses, and you're never going to get to. Don't do the fun things that you want to do. Don't let the fact that you have kids stop you from doing something. Put them on your back, carry them, whatever. Figure it out. And that's kind of just what we do. We figure things out. So
some people are scared or leave their job, or like you can ask their job, or you have a time away. or a quicker job or time away or plan vacations
Mhm.
in the future. But it's or some people no money to do that, or I can't take time off work to do that. Uh, you make it work, but
Well, a lot of people that travel, they can do it remotely. So if your
yeah,
job is something you
hmm
can do remotely, think about that. Or the no money situation. I guarantee you there's probably a ton of bills that you could eliminate. Little things if you're paying a monthly subscription for something,
yeah,
that money adds up. So just kind of slowly getting rid of those things, that'll put way more money in your pocket
yeah,
to be able to do stuff. We did it. We're happy we did it.
yep,
It's a little experience under our belt and good experience for the boys that they still talk about,
yeah. We
even
have
though they tried to act like they didn't like it in the beginning.
yeah, no,
They
yeah.
did.
We have a collage of pictures of us, our family, for that summer we took
Mm-hmm.
travel across the country and um, walk up the stairs. It's right there. It's like
Mm-hmm.
a collage of our pictures of us traveling, and I remember the memories. You can't take them away,
Yeah.
and um, you make them, and you can't take them away. So I try to create more good memories with your family, people that you love.
It's definitely so important. And I think, we get tied up in, some people get tied up in wanting the biggest and best of everything.
Yeah,
Or trying to keep up with their friends. Oh, they got a new truck. I need a new truck.
yeah,
It's not about what you have. And I know that sounds so cliche, but it really isn't. Like I said, we don't come from money. We don't have a lot of money ourselves. We are comfortable. We live comfortable. But how we like to spend our time is making memories and doing things together outside
yeah.
as a family.
Mhm.
Our vehicles are average, like our clothes are average. We don't have
Mhm.
the biggest and best things, but I think where we are blessed is that we do have time to make all these memories
Yeah.
while other people might be sitting around, overworking themselves
Mhm.
just so they can have the newest whatever. Like you said, you can't take the memories away.
Oh.
We don't take any of this with us when we die.
Mhm.
You take your character. I don't know. I mean, it's not about what you have. And looking back, I would never want to say like, oh, I had a nice car or I had a big house.
Yeah.
You'll say like, I had good memories with my kids. And we also had a sermon at church like a couple weeks ago about time.
Mhm.
You don't get time back. You
Yeah.
can't take the day
Mhm.
back. You can't fast forward, rewind, nothing. So
Well,
make each day worthwhile for sure.
yeah, I know about that. I when I was in the hospital, I tried to live overnight until live next day. I was really scared for my life, but I was thinking about my experiences, my family, my friends, my
Hmm.
good relationships. I'm not thinking about my stuff I have.
Yeah, that's a
It's
good
like I
point.
just take my relationships and with God first, and my family, my friends, and my experiences, and I really value them a lot.
Yeah.
So,
Well, what's the point of having nice things if all you're doing is working so hard, but then you just can't enjoy those things that you have?
yeah,
Yep. Live steadily and live small and simple and I make good memories.
yeah. All right. Well, I hope this encourage you guys, and
Have a great week and
yeah,
we'll see you on our next episode.
yep. All right. See
Bye.
ya.